Yes, people, we are back again.
What's up? It's summer's over.
Officially today.
Really?
Today is the official last day of
Felt
summer,
like it.
23rd of September.
4 weeks.
Yeah,
4
man.
weeks ago.
Boy, yeah, man. Here we are, autumn. Here we go.
Yeah, the passing the Queen's funeral.
Yeah.
Momentous occasion here.
Momentous. It's historical. Worldwide, I'll go as far as to say.
Yeah,
Did this say like it was the most ever viewed thing? Or ever, what did it say? Most ever televised event or something like that?
Bigger than the World Cup final.
By far. World Cup final.
Okay,
World Cup
fair
final
enough.
gets like
Okay,
maybe
no,
2
fair
billion. This got like, I think they said like 5-6 billion viewers.
5-6 billion.
This is probably the
how
most
you're
famous person of even up
I
to
didn't
our
expect
grandparents.
over 4 billion.
Think about it.
That's almost the whole population.
It's true.
That's crazy.
It's true. Pretty much, it's probably only Chinese people and Russian people that didn't watch it.
Indeed. We've had some interesting conversations on people as well regarding
Yeah.
Very interesting conversations.
Very interesting.
Just, I don't know, just show respect. That's it. You know?
That's what I think.
And don't blame someone for the sins of their fathers or
Those
whatnot.
are the points I was just making. Those were the simple points that I was trying to make. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, innit?
Indeed. Well, moving on, we got breaking news in the American sports basketball world. Coach Ime Udoka of the Boston Celtics that made finals against the Golden State Warriors is being suspended for a season for having consensual relations with a female coach or whatever. And you just found out.
I just found out that he actually has a partner. And his partner is none other than the Nia Long.
Yes.
Actress.
Correct. If you don't believe me, you can check your phone.
I'm gonna even check it. But I did not even know. Because
I had no.
I just thought that they were just, him and there was just a harmless thing. He didn't have any partner or anything like that. So I was thinking, is it that deep? Mm-hmm. But even now that this added context is now coming, this smells. This is smelly, bruv. Look at that. You just destroyed yourself.
Mm. Well, some people made the argument that it shouldn't be a season-long suspension. What do you think?
Terminate his contract.
Someone said it. I was reading the usual comments today. Someone said that they're probably not going to do that because they know if they do that, he's going to work for someone else, and he's a good coach.
So?
Well,
because the thing is, I don't get.
The front office is probably thinking about
the thing is, a year is such a weird amount of time. Why would you suspend someone for a year?
For a whole season,
you're either gonna make an example. If you're trying to make an example, then let them go. And if you're trying to give them something lenient, well, not lenient, but a bit lighter, then just give them a couple of weeks or whatever, and give them up for a year. Like, to the end of the season, I don't know. That's like a half-hearted. I don't know. It's like they're just trying to keep him.
Well, it comes down to business, What's best for business?
What's best for business?
That's very weird. I mean, even in a football sense, I'm trying to think if that happened, how would people feel? What they think? What would happen?
I'm trying to even think. Even in football, I don't even know if they even do anything. Things will just continue like normal.
Yeah.
Like all these
I'm sure they've happened, but I've not actually heard of a coach be penalised.
I'm 100% sure there are some managers that have done some smelly stuff. There's some managers, let me not even mention any names, but there's some managers that just give me a look. They just give me, when I look at them, I just feel like this is a man that gets up to no good. I could just see it.
Yeah, well, we're going to be watching a short snippet, a video of just discussing the topic. Let us know what you guys think. It's very interesting. We'll get into it.
Being to a championship game, you're on the verge of your team being the best team in the Eastern Conference, along with the Milwaukee Bucks, the Nets, right there again. They winning championships, right? Even a progressive league like the NBA. So it just leads me to think, and it leads to the question, Key, what else is there that would deem the team to lead to a year-long suspension? I spent time with Brad Stevens. I've spent time with guys like Steve Palagucci, who's the owner of the Boston Celtics. Like, they are good dudes. Like, they're down-to-earth good people. Brad has a relationship with Ime Udoka. They spent time together. He was on his staff. Like, so, to me, I know there's depth there in that relationship. It's not just going to be lightly done, like, oh, we'll just give him a year. Something else feels like it's there. for it to be a year ban,
It does, like...
a year suspension.
Key, it does feel like the power dynamic issue is a real one, and people are sensitive to that, of course. On the other hand, people also think at a certain level, you're spending all your time at work. That's how you got to that level. And there are people there, and you will naturally socialize with people there. You will meet some of your best friends at work a lot of the time. You will meet a romantic partner there a lot of the time. Sometimes people get married because they met at work. Where else are you going to meet people? That's where you're spending all your time. So given that, and given the kind of basic human understanding of that, I understand where, Jay, when you say that, a lot of people are saying it, like, wait, there must be more. Why would he be suspended for a full year?
I think it has to do, one, clearly with the policy, right? That the policies are in place, and when you are looking at it, and much like you said, Max, how does it affect other people? Now, look, I'm sure there's an ongoing investigation, all the sort of things, rather than say, we're going to do 25 games and then have to extend it. I'm sure that they looked at it and said, we'd rather go out and then reduce it opposed to shorten it and then lengthen it. I look at it much like y'all. I kind of understand and I get it in the workplace. People do meet people. That's what you meet people. It's like, what do you, and I think a lot of it also is the fact that he, in his personal life outside the Celtics, had a family. So I think from that standpoint, when you look at it, they're probably saying to themselves, okay, he's not technically married, but he's in a deep relationship with a child. And so...
And a public figure, Key.
Excuse me?
And a public figure who he's in a relationship with.
And a public figure. Most of the times in these situations, the coach, especially in college, they get fired. They don't get suspended. They get fired. I just look at it.
So wait, okay. Number one, yeah. I'm confused, yeah, because okay. So wait, why did he not get fired?
I think it's he's a good coach. He took them to the finals.
I hate that.
Probably, and there's probably more than that as well, because it's not just anyone. Well, in their eyes, it's not just anyone, even though everyone is someone that he cheated on.
Okay. Because wait, okay, if you're telling me that this is their policy, and like even up until like college basketball, whatever, the coach will normally get fired in an instance like this. What's the exception? What changes now? Because since he's going to be out for the rest of the season, they're trying to discipline it, or they're only trying to discipline it because of the status of like his relationship with like Nia Long or something, or because it's now going to be in a public eye.
I think they're trying to probably protect their image by making it severe. However, they're trying to maintain their own interests by not getting rid of someone who has turned their season around. And he almost did a Thomas Tuchel. Like, he came in, mid-season, they were doing crap, and they almost won the whole thing.
Right.
So
I guess it's business is business. Business is business.
So you're the owner, you just sack him?
I'll sack him.
You won't consider the season ban?
I mean, if that's in the policy of the club, if that's in the... Then
okay,
he's
so if
sacked.
you're writing the policy...
If I'm writing the policy, I might have to...
Does it depend on different things? The length of the relationship, the circumstances, who, when, what?
I don't even know, because wait, in this case, who brought it to like the limelight? Was it like...
I'm not sure. I'm sure someone probably snaked.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, man. Maybe we'll get like a couple games suspension, but because of he's such an asset to the club, I'm just judging it based on the managerial stance.
Yeah. Okay, no. Let's say he was a player.
Ooh.
What'd you do then? And he's a very good player.
I don't think I can even do anything. You might just hold bench for a little bit, but that's it. Maybe a couple games hold bench, just to let the media die down a little bit. But that's all you can do. Because I can't
He's also
say that.
defied authority. Humans are humans, yes, but he's also defied authority. So it's a bit of a...
What's that? It's a tricky one. I'm just trying.
You've had your policies, and he has to take responsibility. He has defied your policies.
Then yeah, he'll hold bench for a little bit. You'll be on the bench.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll do a Bamyang to him. We'll do a Bamyang. And if he's angry, he can leave. Nobody's bigger than the club. Nobody's bigger than the club. If he's got a captain armband, he'll get stripped.
Speaking of Amiyangi, season's done, mate. It's over. No hard feelings, but you're done.
Hey.
I'd say to myself, something probably like Jay said, you know how it goes. One comes, then there's two, then there's three, then there's, you know.
So what did
so you just gotta let it play itself out, and see where it goes.
So there's been a lot of speculation
but here's what I would say too, Max. We don't know the true relationship with Nia Long, and we don't know. What if they have an understanding and they're not going public that their relationship has ended? You know, we don't know that.
Well, that's like.
Do we just have to assume now that all of these American sports personalities, celebrities, whatever actors, they have some kind of agreement within their relationships?
Will Smith.
Yeah. Cough, cough. Do we just have to just accept that at this point? Because it just seems like, I don't know, it seems like this stuff happens so often. It's so common. I feel like partners, they don't care. They just only care when it now gets into the spotlight. I don't know.
I think it's always hard to tell, isn't it? You
It's
can
hard
only
to
judge
tell.
from the outside. But even when, obviously that's not an arrangement agreement, but even when Kendrick was vulnerable and he came out with his addiction, his sexual addiction and whatnot, that was, something to behold of. So I don't know, people in their personal lives are completely different sometimes. So
very different.
yeah,
Man.
and who knows? Maybe
Very
this is not
different.
even the first time. I don't know.
It's true. It's actually true.
Or maybe this is probably not the first time he's done it at work. Who knows? It's just now they say like
caught him. They caught him.
My days.
Where? America, anyway. This is America.
Yeah, I asked him like, why was that leaked? And like, it's a simple question to ask.
It's the media.
Like,
You guys
obviously
leak
it
it.
came from the organization.
I mean, we
right?
could always speculate a million different ways on why something was leaked. Who leaked it? Was it the young lady who leaked it? Was somebody else in the organization? Did the young lady he was in a relationship, an intimate relationship with, get teed off about something and said, what?
Or did somebody want him out?
Let's stay on that. There's been a lot of speculation that somehow Ime is getting thrown under the bus by this coming out. I have the opposite reaction. To me, what it seems like is, now if you're a bad coach, I don't know if this is, but he's an excellent coach. The Celtics, it seems to me, would like to see if there's a way to keep him. So the way they've gone about it is you're suspended for a year. And he said, out of respect to everyone involved, I will make no further comment. Now with that year, that's how they're, it seems to me, buying some time, seeing if they can get away with a year and he can come back to coaching. Adrian Wojnarowski had this to say about it, whether or not he will be back with the Celtics.
There's no assurance, and Ime Udoka was not given any assurance that he would ever coach the Celtics again. But what it does open up the door for, and certainly in talking to some other organizations today, he may become a candidate or a coach of interest for other jobs that might open.
I mean, look, there's no doubt about it that he would be one of the highest sought-after coaches in the NBA if he became available. But just to go back to our point about this thing being leaked, so typically when stuff happens like this inside organizations, like, there's only a certain few people that know about it now. Like, it's not like, hey, everybody's running around yapping their mouths about it. Like, only the top people know about this, right? In order to keep it insulated. So that's why I asked that question. Like, were there alternative motives? Like, I don't know, but it leads to a lot of those type of questions that why, and we know a lot of other executives who had relationships or affairs where it wasn't put out there to the
Well,
public.
this is all speculation. What we know for a fact is he's suspended for a year. He may or may not come back to the Celtics as head coach after the year, and it was because of a relationship in the workplace. That's what we know for a fact, and the rest of it is speculation. Wait, why was he suspended for a whole year? What else does this mean? Does it mean that they're taking care of him? Does it mean that they're embarrassing? Like, what's going on,
Yeah,
right?
he's still gonna get paid.
As the weeks go on, days and
guess
weeks
so.
go on,
Probably.
you know, you hope that you get a little more information.
Sick pay.
Interesting. Boy. Well,
I mean, like, I'm thinking also of his colleagues, the players. Would they respect him still?
that's the thing.
Even though some of them will say, yeah, he's just human, blah blah.
Yeah.
But will that same respect be there?
That's the thing. That's what I don't feel like that would be the case, because especially if you've kind of positioned yourself as a man of integrity and stuff like that, and maybe I don't know how he's coaching style. Maybe he's like a bit of a disciplinarian kind of stuff. He's gonna be telling the player, "Hey, go and do these laps or something like that." And they're gonna be thinking in their head, "You, you, after your dirty laundry you were out here, you're smelling. You want me to listen to you? Nah."
It's true, because even like, as well as the personal standpoint, as being a man in a relationship with whoever for however long, just breaking the laws again in the workplace, is he gonna be able to hold the place to a standard of
He can't.
abiding by the rules and the policies as he broke them?
If the player comes late to training, he just needs to just keep his mouth quiet. He can't speak.
You see that now that is a problem. That is a problem.
It's gonna be a problem. When I think about it more
That
and
is
more,
definitely a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
That
gonna
is
be a
definitely
problem.
That is.
Wait, I don't know. We'll see after this year whether he can bounce back, but I don't know how. Well,
Like, can you imagine in school? Let's say we found out that
That's what I'm saying. Do you
one
think
of the teachers was sleeping with another teacher.
do you think I'll be looking at the teacher the same way? I'll look at the teacher in a different way.
The classes that teacher has, don't even tell it's mandatory. Just say, come
Yeah.
if you want. I'm here. I'll go.
Even when people made some silly rumors that I won't even repeat, people made some silly rumors about some of these teachers, yeah. And even just off those rumors, I was looking at these teachers like, yee.
But I guess in the normal workplace, they would be fired. And when you think about, especially if they're in a managerial role,
Yeah,
it's a hard one.
that's the
isn't
thing.
it?
Because again, he's a manager, he's a coach.
Definitely.
Like, he has to be leading by example.
Mm.
So now your laundry's out. I don't know if you
It's
can
not,
respect it like
it's
that.
not. His word's not going to hit the same.
It's not.
Just,
It's actually not. It's not. It's gonna take a while to people kind of just forget about it.
I think even for his superiors now, because you don't know how. Well, I'm just assuming maybe his superiors now will feel like they have more leverage over him now too. When if he never does come back.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Like, listen,
You know what I mean?
we allowed you back.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep that mouth
And if he
quiet.
wants a contract extension, like, you remember?
Yeah, they're always gonna have one over him. Right, boy.
That's it. He has a lot to think about.
He has a lot to think about.
The spider diagram, everything.
Boy, hey, yeah, man. Anyway, he's got a long time to work out the next plan. Maybe he should go into pundit tribunals.
Oh. Oh gosh.
Hey, but guys, listen, man. Control yourself, innit? Control yourself, man. Don't. What do they say? Don't do a number two where you eat.
Yeah.
That's all. Don't do that.
Indeed. Well, all the best to him. All the best.
I mean, yeah.
To the Celtics.
Yeah.
This is one big palaver. But, however they're gonna deal with it, they're gonna deal with it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Business is business.
Business is business. And as Triple H said, what's best for business?
What's best for business?
Takes place.
Hey.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave your comments, get involved, whatever.
Let's go.
Back in the next one.